Okay,
Right, so what is this?
this is Breakfast Club week 7.
Dude, I always lose track of them. I'm like
I
1,
do too. There's too many of
5.
Okay, so this is like freaking long.
Long, yeah, it is
Really
long.
long. The questions were 9 pages. I just.
You did not write them down all of
No,
them.
I
Okay,
just-
good. I was gonna say that's so much.
sent it to my phone.
Yeah.
So the chapter 28, which is the first chapter, is called Dream Big. So the first question is, what dumb decision was made by the camp directors when man first walked on the moon?
On the moon.
Oh, they wanted to put them to bedtime.
Yeah.
Already. And he's like, but like, there's a man walking on the moon, and you want me to have a bedtime right now?
Yeah. He was like, that doesn't make sense.
Okay. What response? Okay, just kidding.
Yeah.
They're like, no. Really.
I'd be like, no too. What?
Like, there's all
Like,
this
are
stuff
you
happening
kidding?
and you're gonna think I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
No.
Who saved the day for Posh and Hal? His father. His father like was watching the TV, and it was him. It's Neil Armstrong.
Oh, yeah.
He stepped on the moon and then he took a picture.
Yeah,
He,
this
like,
is that his dad
sent a
took a
picture.
picture of the TV set when Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon.
Yep.
I want to go on the moon.
I do too. Oh my god, that reminds me of that SpongeBob episode.
How long does it take?
A long
A long
time.
time, actually.
Seriously, so long. It's like round trip. I want to say it's like
A month, I want to say.
at the least.
Yeah.
A what?
A month. Like
Oh, a
just to
month.
go there and be there for a second and then like
And I got back.
it's a long time.
I'm just gonna move on to the next chapter. Chapter 29 is Ernest is better than Hip.
Oh yeah, because Ernest is long term and Hip is short term.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yes, that was question number 1.
Oh sweet.
I got that one down.
Why is it underestimated? I feel
Why?
like just of today's society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
There's so
everybody.
many- Like, whenever someone says hip, I just think about, like, that saying where, like, you're on trend.
Yeah, I
Right.
think like
Trends.
trendy.
It is
Yeah,
because
and
it's
trends
like
are
it
not-
goes by. It's like something new every like what couple months. You know what I mean? Like
Every
Yeah.
season it goes away.
Right. Agreed.
When Posh thought of being Ernest, what came to his mind? Oh, the Eagle Scout.
Mhm.
Yeah.
An Eagle Scout because like he's like they're just honest, I guess, and then there was like I remember he was like trying to hire somebody and he was like gonna reject them,
Mhm.
but he's like, oh, because they're an Eagle Scout, like I'm definitely going to hire them.
Yeah.
Did Posh say he was Hip or Ernest? He was Ernest.
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 Because he had like his clothes and like he literally had the same clothes since he was
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
child.
he says that his wardrobe hadn't changed.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a picture of, like, him, like,
Yeah.
just, like...
Yeah. That's so funny. I feel like that's how all like people like my dad's age and like our parents' age. I feel like they're all kind of like that.
Yeah, they...
Like
they
especially guys. You know what I mean? I mean that's at least how my dad like he like could care less.
Like, I think I'm gonna look like this when I'm older.
Yeah.
Probably the same.
Okay, chapter 30. It's called Raising the White Flag. 1. What name does Posh's mother call him? Randolph.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't get that.
I don't know
Why?
But she
I
just
was like,
does.
wait, what is his name?
It was because
Well, then again, it's
There
his
was a
name's
reason.
Randy. So, Randolph.
That's true.
it sounded
Is that
like
his-
a Virginia.
Yeah.
something.
She said she
But
picked
she was a
Randolph
professor.
because it felt like
She was
a
an
name
English
some classy Virginia
Yeah.
might have.
That's funny.
Oh, it just asked why did she pick his name. Okay, we answered
We
that.
just sent it.
What was his response? He didn't like it.
Yeah.
He was like, why can't you just call me by my own name? He's like, am I gonna be called this like my whole life?
Yeah.
What happened when Posh's mother sent letters to him? She'd send with Randolph Posh, and he wouldn't open them. And then he'd send them back and be like, this is
Wrong
to the wrong
person.
address.
That's funny. It's like it's actually to our house.
Why didn't he argue her about his name? Because he didn't. He thought like life's too short. Like,
Yeah, like that's his mom. Like what?
like
I'm more
just
than
let
happy
it
to put
be.
up with it. Life's
Yeah.
too short,
Exactly.
which is true.
It's kind of cute, I guess, that his mom told him that. He's just 31.
Yeah. Let's make a deal. 1. What habit did Posh develop when he was in grad school?
Oh, he would
That's
tip on the chair, like sit
Tipping
back on the chairs,
Yeah.
and his parents would like hate it.
Yeah.
They would never scream at him.
What contract did he make with her? It was like if the chair breaks, then he has to pay for the chair and replace it and the dining room set. And then until then, she can't complain.
until I actually broke a chair. No lectures from mom.
My mom would never do that. She'd be like, "I'm gonna lecture you anyway."
Yeah, my
Yeah,
mom would
my
be
mom-
like,
it,
yeah,
you
exactly.
just have to pay for it.
You break it, you still have to pay for it, buy me a new one, and get lectured. That's
Yeah,
it.
that'd be my mom.
Life of a child.
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously.
Chapter 32. It's called "Don't Complain, Just Work Harder." What was Pasha's opinion about complaining? He's like, "You shouldn't
It's
complain."
not worth it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, don't
And it
complain.
doesn't.
It took too much.
Doesn't do
It doesn't
benefit
achieve
you.
your
Yeah,
goal.
too much energy.
Which is like true, even though I complain a lot
And
I
I
do too.
complain.
about everything.
Me
I
too.
complain at these
Yesterday, when I was
every
sick, I was like
5
literally
minutes.
whining. My dad was like, "You need to stop." I was like, "No."
You need to.
I know my dad's always like, "Tiana, there's kids in Africa, they're dying right
Right?
now."
And
And
I
I'm
when
just
they
like,
do that.
Then I feel bad. I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah, I hate when my parents do that.
especially when you don't eat your food and the like.
Tiana, you didn't eat your food. You know how many people are just gonna would die for that food? I'm just like, I'm sorry, but like,
Yeah.
My mom wouldn't like if I didn't eat
My
like
parents
that
always
one.
go there. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
yeah, I do that to them sometimes whenever they're like, that food is bad. I'm gonna throw it away. It's like, you could have eaten that too instead of all of us, because if we just eaten that would have been gluttony.
Yeah.
You should have gave that away, and they just like, shut up.
If we don't eat like every single piece of rice, my mom's like, "Tiana, you know in our culture, rice is gold. Rice is everything to us, and you're not gonna eat
That's so
your
funny.
rice."
So
And I'm
funny.
like, "I'm sorry." She's
Sorry.
like, "No, you're gonna eat every single
So
on that
funny.
plate."
Every single grain of rice.
Yes.
Oh, man.
It's like you don't have to eat other stuff, but the rice.
That's so.
Yeah, that's my life.
Who was his favorite non-complainer of all time, and why? I have
Sandy?
no, I think it was Jackie. Was Jackie Robinson, the baseball?
Oh right. 'Cause
Yeah.
He like made. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it is Jackie.
That does make
Especially
sense.
Sandy Black.
Yeah, and also there's Sandy Black, the landlord. Okay, I'm just gonna. Chapter 33. It's called "Treat the Disease, Not the Symptom." What example did Posh use to illustrate the title of this chapter? Oh, it was that lady.
That lady with
Who
was
had, like-
$3,000 in debt.
Yeah, and then she just like go to yoga and like she's like, "Oh, it's gonna go away in like
Yeah.
a few years." And then he's like, "If you actually get like a part-time job, like every Tuesday, you can
Right.
actually pay off your debt." And she's like,
Oh my
"I'm
god,
gonna do
you're right.
that."
Yeah.
He's like, "Then I can like go to yoga with like zero stress."
Right.
That's why she went to yoga, because her debt was too crazy.
Yeah,
That's
honestly,
so funny.
same. That'd be me.
But
When I'm
that
stressed out.
would be me. I'd
That
be
would
like,
be me.
let me get some meditation in my life.
Let me go.
Even though life doesn't actually get better, I
Oh
just
my
gotta
god,
pretend
wait,
it's
wasn't that
better.
one of
Right.
our optional assignments to do meditation?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
No, I actually like do that sometimes when I'm stressed out.
Yeah,
I
I
need to
do
like
too.
sit
I like
there
make
and
some
like.
tea. This is how weird I am. I will like make a cup of tea and like sit in front of it and just stare at it and like just like think about it, and then that's it, and then it's like done, and drink the tea. And it
Just like sip on tea, watch TV. I'm like,
Yeah.
life is good at the moment.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, we sort of talked. Okay, next chapter. It's chapter 34. Don't obsess over what people think. What was Pasha's idea about people who worry too much about what others think?
It's just,
Oh, he was like,
33%
yeah.
more effective in our lives and and on our jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What did he tell those who worked on his research work? He said you don't ever have to worry. Like you don't ever have to worry about me thinking good or bad because either way I'm gonna tell you
Right.
like what's up.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about. You don't ever have to
Yeah.
worry about what I'm thinking, good or bad. I'll let you know when it's in what's in my head,
hmm
which is a good motto. Good live
And he
by.
was like, if I don't say anything, like you also don't have to worry about me not saying anything because it doesn't mean like you did something bad or that you're not doing good. Um, Chapter 35. It's start by sitting together. What did Posh think of when he had to work with others?
I wasn't really too happy about it.
It was like the deck of cards thing. Like, how could, like, wasn't like place like the card and like thinking
Yeah.
how could all of us like help each other?
It's kind of like the odds.
Okay,
Yeah.
what can we collectively make of this hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What became a bit of an obsession with Posh each semester?
With what?
An obsession.
Obsession.
Would that be like when the kids like would sit next to his friends, their friends, and like he'd like tell them, he'd like walk out, and then he'd be like, you better like be in your groups by the time.
Oh, maybe.
Let me see.
I don't know if that was his obsession. Where did I put it?
That's more
Oh,
like
he
his
had,
pet
like-
peeve.
He had like tips. I'm sorry. I'm
You're
so
good.
sorry.
I know that he had some ongoing tips. Meet people properly. Find things you have in common. Try for optimal meeting conditions. Let everyone talk. Check egos at the door. Praise each other.
Yeah.
Phrase alternatives as questions.
Yes. How much is Chapter 36. Look for the best in everybody.
It's like really short chapters up here. It's like 3 paragraphs.
What did Pasha's friend John Snowdy at Disney Imagineering say about people?
If you wait long enough, people will surprise and impress you.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
like
like a Walt Disney.
yeah,
Literally, probably is.
that's what he said.
Oh my god, I want to go to Disney.
I do too. I want to go for spring
That
break so
sounds so
bad.
fun.
I'm down.
Their churros, oh my god.
The Dole Whip.
I haven't been in so long.
I don't honestly remember.
Really?
Okay, I gotta go. Bad. I honestly want to go like. I want to go like during spring break so bad. There's save
You
up
should
my
go,
money.
yeah.
Save up my money.
Do I have to go there every chapter? I honestly don't think we will.
Do we really? Because do we have?
I don't think we'll get through all like 53. There's 50. It went up to 53.
Same. I like looked at my face and I was like,
Wow. I looked at myself after I woke up from my nap. I already took a shower. I was like, I'm not showering again.
yeah.
Just gonna go like.
I like called my dad yesterday like crying because I felt so sick and he was like, you do not look good. I was like, really? You have to go there? Like, I feel so
That's
sick.
exactly what I didn't want to hear.
I
and
was
you're
like,
telling
bye.
me
I was like, you just pissed me off.
Bye, Dad. You pissed me off. And he's like, what did I do? You're just telling me the truth.
I know. Then he felt bad. He was like, oh, like you're
He's like,
so
Alexa,
beautiful.
I'm sorry.
I was like, no, I'm not.
No, stop it right now. I'm
He was like, stop.
not. No.
Okay, chapter 37. Watch what they do, not what they say. What piece of advice did Tasha's colleague give him about men who are romantically interested in women? It was basically like, don't listen to what a man says, rather see what they do.
Mhm.
Because, like,
Yeah.
everybody's words, like,
My colleague, let me read it. My colleague told me it took a long time, but I finally figured it out. When it comes to men who are romantically interested in you, it's really simple. Just ignore everything they say and only pay attention to what they do. That's it. So here it is for Chloe,
yep.
his daughter.
It's cute. It makes me so sad.
And I was like,
I remember one of my teachers, my math teachers, I like had him for like 3 years or something, and then he was like, I was asking him for guy advice, and he's like, I'll give you this one advice about guys. Yeah. He's like, all men are kids.
Yeah.
they
All
are.
of them. And I was like, even you, and he's like, definitely.
Except you. You're like nice.
Yeah.
Really, I'm surprised because either people think I'm like a massive asshole,
Really?
or I'm a creep because I'm too nice.
Oh no. I think you're like most guys. I'm like, I hate you.
Those guys are terrible, honestly.
Seriously.
I try so hard to be nice. but everyone's like
You never know people's intentions.
exactly,
Yeah.
and it's like I would like it's like why I'm afraid. Like, because people tell me you should try to make a Tinder. Hell no, I'm so afraid of like
Yeah,
seeing people
same.
and they're like to see like their true
What
colors.
were we? We were going to make one for each other.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make catfish.
No way.
Tinders.
That's so funny. Wait, what type of cancer does he have again?
He has pancreatic.
Pancreatic, right?
Yeah.
My friend's dad just got diagnosed with that. Like a couple days ago.
And it has the lowest survival rate of all cancers.
He like just had surgery like yesterday.
Yeah, appendicitis and pancreatic cancer and brain cancer are the only ones that can
Is
die.
he getting treated for chemo?
He got surgery, then he's getting treated for chemo and radiation. I don't know like the stage of it though. Like, but my friend, she's a freshman in college. She goes to Indiana, but she's like my best friend from home. She's like devastated. Like, it's so
Yeah,
sad.
I would be devastated too if your dad.
Like, it's.
I would not know how to feel if one of my
I don't
parents
need
did
the same. Like, oh my god.
Actually, my mom, she has they thinking that she has a tumor in the back of her eye, so they're trying. We don't know if it's surgery or not. So she's going through CAT scans and stuff like that. So it's like,
Yeah.
I just doesn't like wait. It's like my aunt, like she was there for like a week and she already had like stage 4
yeah,
That's
cancer.
crazy. Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's crazy how you never know how it's going to react and how fast it's going to go.
Seriously. That's the crazy part. Like, it's so unknown.
okay. Chapter 38. If at first you don't succeed. How did Posh feel about cliches and
I love them.
yeah. I don't really want to go through all of them, so I'm just gonna move on to the next chapter.
Yeah, I could just read them off for Jackie since she's probably gonna ask what they were and what they mean. You know, they're kind of self-explanatory. Dance with the one who brung you.
There's like
Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity.
Whether you think you can or can't, you're
You're
right.
That's true. I agree
Yeah.
with that one the most.
Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play?
Oh, it's awkward.
It's
Oh,
like
that one kind of hit home. I was like,
That one's like, yikes.
that one's a little cringy. That one's one you don't use very often.
I know. When I first read that, I was like, wait, what does this mean?
It's kind
And
of
then I know what it means, but
it's
like,
kind of like saying, "Hey, Jackie, how was the car ride?"
Oh, literally exactly like it. I'm dead. That's so funny. I learned about that in class last year. We had like a 1960s class at my
Oh
school.
my god, that's
So it was all about the 1960s. Like, it was super cool actually.
Oh
But
my god, I wish.
his like part of his head when he was shot, so it was an open car, you know what I mean, fell off the back, and you see Jackie like reaching for the back. People think she's going to like get the bodyguard, like going out of the car to get the bodyguard. She's getting the skull,
part of the skull, yeah.
to like
part of the
get it for
head,
him.
Yeah.
It's like no one knows that really. Whoever, you know what I mean. People think she's like reaching for the bodyguard, but it's really
she's
not.
actually getting her
Yeah.
husband's head. That just got shot.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I was like, bro, nah.
Everyone was talking about. I remember I was actually talking about this with my parents last week. We were talking about. I don't know how we were talking about Lee Harvey Oswald, but there was like a conspiracy that he didn't do it. That he was the shooter, which
Really?
makes sense because they don't know how it hit the governor of Texas. Because how it hit, it like went through Kennedy's head and then shot him through his chest, chin, into his.
Well, yeah, they do think there were multiple shooters because where he was, like in Texas, like the square he was, where he was shot, it was like a building. People think it was a building, but they don't know how would have like the bullet would have had the same entry wound. So they think someone was on the grass. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's like crazy.
Yeah,
They have
there's
so
a
many
lot-
conspiracies
there's a lot
about
of
it.
shit about it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Okay, off of that tangent from Kennedy. Okay.
Yeah.
chapter 39. It's Be the First Penguin. What did he learn about failure? That it's okay.
Yeah.
Experience is what you get when you didn't get what you wanted.
Yeah. Okay, chapter 40. Give people its attention. What did Posh do on the first day of school in the user interface class? He got the sledgehammer or something like that, and he destroyed the VCR
Yep.
because like that's how people feel when like people like create things that are like really frustrating. He's like, this is how people feel. You can't make them feel like this.
True.
You have to design something to the point that people can understand it.
Yeah.
And that it's not frustrating for them.
That's awesome, honestly. I love how there's like a thing where
I would totally go to
Robins.
it. It was like the kids like they're like all amused. I'm like I would totally be amused. I'd be like I'm going to the next class.
I'm going to my next class. Sorry, I'm ditching.
Yes, it might be like peace.
Bye, Mr. Pouch. Talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, chapter 41. The lost art of thank you notes. What is the best way that Posh believes one could show gratitude? So thank you. Handwritten notes.
Which is, I agree with that.
Which I agree too.
It shows you put like so much effort into it.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, like thanks.
Not like just like a text message like oh
Right, like anyone can text, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I agree
and
with
it
that.
can also be from anyone else that couldn't play as you.
Like most people nowadays, are like sending text saying thank you. Like I'm like literally gonna make my kids like write a thank you note. Like I think that's
I would
shows such good character.
Yeah, it's proper etiquette, which a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I was actually having a conversation with somebody about how important manners are and how little people use their manners.
Literally, especially nowadays, it's like
It's a whole messed up.
Okay. Chapter 42. Loyalty is a two-way street. What is the significance of this chapter? It was the Dennis Cosgrove that. What did he do?
It says right here at the beginning of his classes, like in calculus
He
3.
was like failing his calculus 3 class, but like he's succeeding like in all his other classes and like his labs and stuff. And basically, loyalty is a two. I think like even if you like, if this is like your one passion thing that you like, you
Yeah.
know how we had to take classes and like we
Right.
might not like
like
all
them,
of them.
but
right
In order to succeed, you have to succeed.
in all the. I agree.
Yeah.
French.
To
So he said French.
French. I actually did something funny. So my teacher said, like, all right, you guys have to write postcards, and everyone's writing them on paper. I went out last night to Walmart and bought a postcard to write it and say, do I get extra credits as I wrote it on an actual postcard?
Oh, that's cute. She better give you extra credit. If I did that and she didn't, I'd be like, yo, what?
I'm like, what? You know
Yeah.
how much work I put into
No,
this?
seriously.
Chapter 43. It's the Friday night solution. How did Posh get tenure earlier than other junior faculty members?
How long do you have to work there to get tenure?
I don't know.
I wonder what
He
it
just
is.
said he worked hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you just have to prove yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip some chapters.
Yeah.
Chapter 46. All you have is what you bring with you. What story did Posh relate about being prepared? It was his mother.
Then she sent me to the grocery
The
store.
grocery store. Yep.
She and I got at the checkout counter, and she realized she forgot a couple of items on the shopping list. She left me with the cart and ran off to get what she needed. I'll be right back.
That's what happened. Chapter 51. No job is beneath you. What was one problem that Posh saw among today's youth when job hunting?
Like entitlement.
Yeah, and they felt
Like this is not good enough for me, or like you're like no.
but like a job is a job, and like,
Too
That's what
many
I'm
are
saying.
happy with the idea of starting at the bottom, which
yeah.
Which
I
you
don't really
basically.
care about.
Yeah, you have. I feel like you have to. Like, you want to. At least I would want to, just so I could like prove myself and make my way to the top. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think you would ever start like in a job being at the top. If you do, you're gonna
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah, and you have nowhere to go from there. You know what I mean?
Like great example, French 102, and you said you're gonna be in the same French class
Yeah.
as me, but you decided to wait and you might go drop down the other one, which I think is smart because you're
Yeah.
gonna be learning all the basics again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Posh,
Good
we got you.
example.
Posh, we got you.
Chapter 52.
Know where you are.
What point was Posh trying to make about this experience?
Next week.
Which one? 52.
Oh.
What question was it?
It's talking about
What
virtual
point was
reality.
Posh trying to make about his experience? Like his experience as an Imagineer and like he worked at like Disney.
Well, it says right here, I had gone from being the top dog in my academic research lab to an odd duck
Oh,
in
yeah.
a rough and tumble pond. So I guess he's trying to say is that you can be well prepared in one aspect of
And
something.
then completely unprepared in another,
Mhm.
which
Yeah.
is true.
Just you wait, it'll get better. Which that's exactly what we're telling ourselves right now in college.
Yep. That's like my everyday thing. Like, tomorrow will be better. No,
Yeah.
the next.
And then don't sleep through your classes because then you'll just stay in that pond.
That's so funny. What class did you sleep through?
English 101.
Who do you have for that?
Ramirez.
Oh, okay. Are you in English? Who do you have?
I have
Okay.
chapter 53. It's called Never Give Up. What advice did his Dutch uncle give him?
His Dutch uncle.
Oh, it
Wait, I
was
think, are we done after 52?
53. Yeah.
Oh, 52.
It was when he didn't get into the Brown University, you know, and then he's like, basically saying you like shouldn't give up on your dreams.
Yeah.
So then he went to the Andy guy, and like he showed him his like rejection letter
Right.
from Carnegie, and then he like
Is
went
Carnegie
to
Mellon, is that an Ivy League or no?
I don't think so. I think that's more of
It's
a.
just,
I think that's a graduate. Like a,
okay.
like I don't know if it's an Ivy League like Harvard or Yale.
It's
or,
still like prestigious.
It's still a prestigious college. It's probably like it's ITT
Yeah, okay.
or MIT. That's
MIT,
probably like
yeah.
that, yeah. Not ITT.
Okay.
That's something else.
I knew what you were saying now.
okay. We got to answer like
The overall question.
like the extra question.
Oh.
So I read it and it said like now that we're in like the Breakfast Club for 6 weeks, what are issues we have in our group?
In our group?
I think it's just finding time
Yeah.
to meet.
I just
and-
think it's, yeah.
and talking to one of our mates that doesn't show up anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think she's in our class.
She's probably the one that Jackie was talking about last time. That was saying that there's some of them that fall off the wagon. I think Jennifer might be one of them.
I don't remember who else.
I never met her, so I don't
I
even
feel
know
like
her.
our group's pretty good though. Like, we
Yeah.
always find time, like, even if it's not like our specific time, like,
And we always like have group chats even now with Crystal and Avery
Yeah.
to like, hey, want to go meet up before class?
Yeah.
yeah.
Which if we do meet up today, you're gonna meet some of my high school friends.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're coming to
I would want to meet up, but I'm
class.
sick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What, can one of you
Yeah,
remind
we're
her
gonna-
tell
yeah.
that I have strep, so I'm not coming to class because I'm really sick.
Yeah, well, I'll remind her.
So if she looks at this, I'm
Let's
really
not
sick.
die.
I'm like dying with strep.
Yeah.
You might not be able to tell, but she's actually dying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Right now, she's doing really well, but
Thank
she's
you.
not doing too good. Right, she's not doing physically. Mentally, she's probably great, but right now she's not
No,
doing good.
mentally, I don't know if I'm there yet either.
The same. Everyone's in the same emotional boat. Like, no.
Okay, there's one more question.
Okay.
How could? Oh wait, I wrote this on. How would you define each other's role in our group?
I feel like Tiana would be like
Tiana's
the
a
mom.
leader.
Yeah, Tiana's like the mom of the group. She tells us.
I'm
what
like
to do.
the
She-
baby
Yeah.
because I'm just
I'm
always a
just
mess.
the brother that's kind of there and then kind of goes along. Like
No,
that's
I'm
literally.
definitely like the baby because I'm literally like something's always wrong with me.
Okay, that's it.
Yay. Okay, that was good. Bye.
Bye.